Hi, very good evening to all. My name is Bhavana and our subject is foreign trade. This is for BCom first years in first semester for general students. In this previous lecture, we discussed what are the reasons for disequilibrium in balance of payments. Balance of payments are always equal due to some statistical errors. They may be unequal due to deficit or surplus. We discuss what are the reasons, how the deficit will occur, how the surplus will occur, what is the favorable balance, what is the unfavorable balance, and we are continuing the extent of the topic, that is types of disequilibrium in balance of payments. There are 4 types of disequilibrium according to the balance of payments. Let's see here. The main types of disequilibrium in the balance of payments are follows. There are 4 types for the disequilibrium in balance of payments, that are cyclical disequilibrium, structured disequilibrium, short-term disequilibrium, and long-term disequilibrium. Disequilibrium are classified into 4 types. They are cyclical disequilibrium, structured disequilibrium, short-run disequilibrium, and long-run disequilibrium. What is the cyclical disequilibrium? Cyclical means, we know that cyclical means, for example, we take a product. The product, first we have the growth, first we have the starting stage, next we have the growth stage, next we have the maturity stage, next we have decline stage. For everything, the trade also have cyclical disequilibrium, and they have some reasons for cyclical disequilibrium. Let's see here. It occurs on account of trade cycles. We know that trade cycle about the product, but we can say there is a starting stage, there is a growth stage, there is a maturity stage, and there is a decline stage. Again we start innovations, again we start the new product. It will be a cyclical. So for everything there will be a cycles. Different phases of different trade cycles influence trade on its growth. Every product or every company have different stages of its based on country, income, resources. For example, we can say at the particular period due to COVID, we are all facing the financial problem. So at present our stage is in declining stage. For our stage is decline. So everything we have one of the trade cycle. Based on our resources or based on our economy, everyone having a growth stage, everyone have to face the decline stage, everyone want to start again in their business. Based on this also, it occurs on account of trade cycle. Different phases of trade cycle influence trade on its growth. For example, we say we have in a decline, so we are unable to import the goods. So it is one of the cyclical disequilibrium, because we are unable to import the goods, we are unable to pay the money for the importing goods. This cyclical disequilibrium in balance of payments may occur because of following causes. Why the cyclical disequilibrium balance of payments occurs? Because of the following reasons. Let's see here. Trade cycle follow different path and different patterns in different countries. Okay. In our world, there are different countries, they follow different patterns. While producing the good, one country follow some method and another country follow some other method. There are no identical timings and periodicity of occurrence of cycle in different countries. We can't say like that in this growth stage all countries have in growth, all in declining. I mean, one country is declining stage, you can't say all countries are in declining stage, because of based on their products and resources and also their economy value, the different phases they occur based on other reflected factors. Not we can say one country is in this position, so the other countries are also in this same position. So trade cycle follows different paths, because different countries in the world they follow different paths and different patterns in different countries. There are no identical timings, the timings is also not same, and periodicity of occurrence of cycle occur first. If suppose our India is facing a declining stage now, then we can't say the other countries are also facing the declining stage, and we can say the India is in growth stage, so we can't say the other countries are in a growth stage. Based on our other factors, our country has in particular stage in different countries. So it is also one of the factor, means every country want to face all the 5 phases. No identical stabilization and measures are adopted by different countries. We are adopting some measures like by calculating gross domestic product, net domestic product. We use some formulas. We are adding the foreign income and rejecting the payments. So every one country follow their own methods. So no identical stabilization. There is no stability. For example, our India at present we are producing more goods, agriculture goods. Maybe in the next year also we have to produce same other goods. There is no stability. Maybe our production may decreases, our production may increases based on our certain factors. So we can say there is no stabilization and measures are adopted by different countries. No stable of the growth and also measures. Measures are also not stable. We can change our measures based on our certain environmental conditions. So this is also one of the factor. Next, income elasticity of demand for imports in different countries is not identical. Income elasticity. Elasticity means changes of income. Income also changes of demand for imports. Based on our imports, the income also changes. We have very good we have very good income, so we can import more goods. There is a very less income, we are unable to import goods. So these also affects the changes in disequilibrium in different countries. Is not identical, is not same, because income changes based on person. Income changes comes under different aspects, like there is an employment opportunities. We have very good employment opportunities, so our country have growth, very good income, but our there is an unemployment is more, so we can say the income made less. If the employment is increases, our income levels also increases. If the unemployment decreases, the income increases. If unemployment increases, the income decreases. Based on all these factors, we can say there is not identical from one country to other country. Next, price elasticity of demand for imports differ in different countries. This is also, you can say, for example, our country is importing oil for 1 liter oil for 50 rupees, the other country is importing for 55. There is a price elasticity changes from one country to another country. This is also one of the reason for cyclical disequilibrium. The changes in value of exports and imports caused by fluctuations in income, employment, output and price. The above changes will cause the exports and imports caused by fluctuations. Fluctuation means increasing or decreasing. There is no, we can't say they completely increases, we can't say they completely decreases. There is a fluctuation. Fluctuation means in one stage they increases, in another stage they may decreases. The changes in value of exports and imports caused by fluctuations in income, employment, output, price and other variables lead to cyclical disequilibrium. These are all come under the cyclical disequilibrium. Imports, exports, like our income elasticities, price elasticity, value of importing, value of goods we are exporting, and the changes in value of exports. What are the changes in value of exports and imports caused by fluctuations? They are caused by the fluctuations in income. If fluctuations in where we are getting fluctuations in income, for receiving an income, in employment, for employment opportunities, for output, what we are producing, price, a particular price of the product and other variables lead to cyclical disequilibrium. These are all come under the cyclical disequilibrium. It occurs on account of trade cycles. Trade cycle means trade cycle, first starting stage, next growth stage, next maturity stage, next decline stage. Every country face all the phases. Different phases of trend cycles influence trade on its growth. They influence trade on its growth. Different stages influence the trade on its growth. The cyclical disequilibrium is the balance of payments may occur because of disequilibrium. Why occur? Equilibrium means debit is equal to credit. Disequilibrium occurs the following reasons. Mainly they follow the different methods. Next, no identical, there is no stabilization of resources and also methods. This is also one of the reason. And income elasticity of demand for imports. The income elasticity of demand of imports is different from its different countries. And also the price elasticity of demand of imports is also different from different commodities. These changes of all values, there is a fluctuations for based of all these factors. There is a fluctuations in income, employment, output, price and other related factors. These are all the reason for cyclical disequilibrium. And next is structured disequilibrium. Structured disequilibrium means structure changes occur in some sector of economy. There is a structural changes occur in some sectors of economy at home or abroad. Home means in our home country or foreign country, which may alter the demand or supply relations of exports and imports both. It may changes the imports and exports value. Structure changes occurs in some sectors of economy. In some sectors like agriculture sector, industrial sector or service sector. In based on this sector, there is a changes at our home or compared to abroad, which may alter the demand or supply relations. This structure mainly depend upon our demand and supply relations of imports and exports of both. Example, foreign demand for Indian jute declines. In foreign, we have very good demand on Indian jute while we are producing jute products. Declines because of some substitutes. Based on some substitutes, other country were producing the same good with very low cost. So the foreign country adopting that good. So our country product demand has been decreased. Then the resources employed by India, resources while we are employed by India for producing the jute, in production of jute goods will be shifted. Shifted to various other commodities of exports. I hope you understand the example. What is a structural disequilibrium? There is some changes in our host country or our home country. Maybe it completely related to demand and supply based on our exports and imports. For example, we are producing jute products and we are selling to foreign countries. In foreign country, our jute product demand is decreased due to, you can say like that, another country is producing our same jute products with very low cost when compared to our country. They adopt the other country jute products. For that reason, our jute product demand has been decreased. Then the resources employed by India in production of jute goods will be shifted various other commodities. So for the production of jute, we required some other resources. For these resources, we shifted from jute production to other production because our jute product demand is declined when compared to other countries. We can say it is a structural disequilibrium. Next, short-run disequilibrium. What is the meaning of short-run disequilibrium? Short-run disequilibrium in a country, balance of payment will be temporarily one. It is not a permanent. Short-term disequilibrium is a temporary one. Short-run disequilibrium in a country, balance of payment. In balance of payment account, the short-run disequilibrium is temporary one. When a country borrows, suppose our India borrows or lends internationally, we are borrow money from internationally, it will have short-run disequilibrium because we are unable to pay at present due to some situations. We borrow money from internationally in the balance of payment account. Other loans are usually from short period. In short-run disequilibrium, the loans are very short period. Short period means before 1 year. As such, disequilibrium arises from international lending and borrowing activities is perfectly justified. Short-run disequilibrium occurs when we are taking money from abroad or internationally for short period for payment of loans or some other reasons we are unable to meet our financial resources, so we have to take money from abroad. We can say there is an short-term disequilibrium. Next, long-run disequilibrium. Thus, disequilibrium mainly occurs usage of foreign exchange reserve. Long-run disequilibrium occurs when you usage our foreign exchange reserves. Foreign exchange reserves means gold, other documents. So we use these resources. It is a deep-rooted dynamic change. Not for short term it is very simple, but in long term it is very deep rooted dynamic changes. Dynamic changes means rapidly changes in our capital, which slowly takes place in the economy over a long period of time. Long run disequilibrium does not occur very fastly. It takes time slowly, which slowly takes place in the economy over a long period of time. It is caused by changes in dynamic forces. Why the long-term disequilibrium takes place? It is caused by changes in it is caused by changes in dynamic forces. Dynamic forces are factors. What are the dynamic forces? Such as capital formation, while we have to contribute capital, or population growth, there is any increase in population growth, or territorial expansion, we have to expand our land, we have to purchase any lands, and technology advancement, we have to innovate any technology advancement, or we have to import any technological advancement, or we have to do innovations, means research on a particular thing. These are all comes under dynamic forces. What are the dynamic forces? Capital formation, population growth, territory expansions, technological expansions, innovations. For this reason, the long run disequilibrium occurs. It does not occur fastly, it takes time, it occurs very slowly, very long period of time. It is a deep rooted dynamic changes. What are the dynamic changes? Dynamic factors are changes such as capital formation, population growth, territorial expansions, technological advancement, and innovations. This is about the long run equilibrium. There are types of disequilibrium in the balance of trade. There are 4 types of disequilibrium. They are cyclical disequilibrium, structured disequilibrium, short run disequilibrium, and long run disequilibrium. Cyclical disequilibrium occurs when there is a changes in trade cycle, fashions, and tastes of the different countries, and there is no stabilization or measures adopted by different countries. Income elasticity of demand, there is an income elasticity of demand based on our imports, and price elasticity of demand based on our imports. These changes may also take place in fluctuations of our income, employment, output, price, and other factors. These are all come under the cyclical disequilibrium. The structured disequilibrium is mainly based on our some sectors of economy at the home or in abroad. There is a changes in imports and export. The structural disequilibrium occurs. Example: foreign demand for Indian jute declines. Our jute product in foreign declines because of some substitutes. Some other countries are produced the same jute products with very low cost. Then the other countries adopted that jute products. For this, our demand of the particular jute comes into decline. Then the resources employed by India for producing the jute, they are turned into various other products. So we can say in this case the structural disequilibrium occurs because we change our structure, we converted our raw materials or human resources into production of another good. Next, short run disequilibrium. Short run disequilibrium occurs, we want to take any loans or advances from different international countries in the short period of time. Short period of time means before 1 year. At that time we incur short run disequilibrium. Short run disequilibrium in country balance of payment will be temporarily one. Short run disequilibrium is a temporary one. When a country borrows or lends internationally, it will have short run disequilibrium in the balance. It considered as a short run disequilibrium in the consists of balance of payments account. As the loans are usually for a short period. As such, disequilibrium arises from international lending. This disequilibrium arises from international lending and borrowing activities. While we are lending, we are giving money or we are taking money, at the time only the short run disequilibrium will occur. What is long run disequilibrium? Long run disequilibrium is a dynamic, deep rooted, which is slowly takes place economy over a long time. It is caused by changes in dynamic factors. What are the dynamic factors? They are capital formation, population growth, territory expansion, technological innovations, and investments. For all these factors, we can say there is a dynamic factors. For the changes of capital formation only, the long run disequilibrium will arise. These are the types of disequilibriums. If you have any doubt regarding this topic, please let me know. I definitely clarify your doubts.